Hello, everyone. We are continuing with our Party Live training for Champion, and we hope that you are ready to continue with that cycle of success. Thank you for being part of our group, and we're going to jump right in with our topic of the day, which is post coaching. Remember, we are working on the sales process and, part of that is being in tune with our hosts and getting them excited when they are excited and they are happy. We're going to be excited and we're going to be happy too, and vice versa. So, hopefully, host coaching is part of your routine, it's part of your schedule. It is so important to work with our hosts and partner with them to help them get the rewards they're looking for, which in turn will, of course, reward us. So we are what we repeatedly do. Excellence, therefore, is not an act, but a habit. So, what kind of habits do you have in your business? Well, let's share about that, about being a great host coach. And we're going to break it down into contact, organization, your actions, and your attitude, challenges, and helping your host. And the first part of that is contact. So now we know there are lots of different ways of contacting. It used to be when I first started in Tupperware, everything was on the phone, right? Everything was all about picking up the phone, talking to people, and seeing how we could get a hold of them. People answered their phone, people listened to their messages, and now that's not always the case. So, what is the preferred method of contact for your host and for you, right? So how do they prefer? Are they a phone person? Are they a text person? Are you using Messenger? Are you using email? For people who work another job, a lot of times email is a great way to contact them, and it's not very personalized. Remember, we also have where we can leave a voice message. We can send a voice message through Messenger or even your texting app. So they can still hear your voice, even if they're not someone who wants to pick up the phone. Sometimes it's easier to explain things and, of course, communicate our excitement when they hear our voice. Sending a thank you note when they date a party. And this is a very traditional method, but I am telling you, it works. How many of you are very excited to get your mail and you have something other than bills or junk? Me, right? I love to get Pam swag. I love to get notes from whether it's a birthday card, a thank you card, a hey, how are you doing? I've been thinking about you card. It means so much when people take the time to mail you something. You can also send a very genuine thank you via text or phone call messages. You have that option. I'm going to also encourage you to have a consistent contact with your host. If you date a party that is 2 weeks out, 3 weeks out, or even longer, if you wait until 24, 48 hours, even 72 hours before that party, you're probably not having a party. They need to hear from you. I'm not saying they want to hear from you every day because you don't want to be the annoying person, but you do want to check in with them. Well, you're thinking, okay, Bonnie, that sounds great, but what am I going to be checking in with them about? Well, are they inviting people? Are you sending them or giving them an invitation that they can text, that they can email, that they can post? Are they doing their own invitations? Maybe you're just giving them the words to say. What's on their wish list? What kind of fun recipe? What product are we going to demonstrate at their party? How many people are coming? Are they asking people to come to their party, date a party? Are they encouraging those outside orders from people who can't come? Because remember, there's no perfect date or time to have a party. We're just hoping to get the majority of the friends there. And when they invite 30 people, 10 people are likely to come, 10 people are likely to give an order, and 10 people are likely to ignore them. Okay. And honestly, that in-person event, a lot of times if they invite 30, they might have, 7 or 8 actually come. So just checking in with them, reminding them to remind their family and friends. Most people are not going to commit until the last 24 hours, sometimes less. We are often guilty today of waiting to see if we get a better offer. So we want to make sure we are getting those reminders out there. And of course, sharing the shopping link, even for people who are coming, oftentimes they want to see what they're looking at before they show up at the party. Are you keeping organized? Your host packet's going to help your hostess stay organized. Are you organized? And if you have parties every week, it's much easier to keep yourself organized because it's a habit. It's things that you're doing. If you're only doing that live event once a month, every other month, just now and again, you really want to make sure that you have a checklist to keep yourself organized. Have you sent them a packet? Have you reached out to them about the invitations? Have you set up the party so that there's a party link? And if someone goes to your website, they find that. So keeping track of your own to-do list will help you to be a better Tupperware rep and help you to support your hostess. Your action and your attitude. This is so key. Do what you tell them you're going to do. If you tell them that you're going to mail them a catalog, make sure you do that. Now, if you're dating at from a party, you're at a party, you date a new party, I hope that you have your packet with you. Your packet can be as simple as you want it to be. You can simply go with a catalog, a copy of the sale flyer if you have the current flyer, which you can also send to them. And a couple order forms, which you can print out some order forms. You can give them order forms. There's some outside order forms that are like 4 to a page, 2 to a page. You can print that off so that they have it. Be excited. Knowing the promotions, knowing what they are excited about can really impact them, because if you're not excited about your products and what you're showing, why in the world would they be excited? We want to give them some challenges. Who likes to get gifts? Everybody, right? Everybody loves to receive gifts. I love to give gifts. I love to receive gifts, right? It's very fun. So encouraging your host to be active in preparing for their party is really key. And how do you do that? Sometimes you need to bribe them a little bit. Get them to personally invite their friends and family. Maybe you go over or send them something that gives them the meme, or you have it on your hostess sheet, 40 guests in 4 minutes, where it talks about their family, their friends, their neighbors, their work friends, people from church, that kind of goes through and gives them those different things. The friends that they see at the ballpark, or the friends that they know from exercise class. Whatever their activities are, we want to help them think about inviting people from different avenues in their life, right? And we want to give them those challenges. You can use some of the tic-tac-toe sheets. Maybe you have your own simple challenges where it's simply inviting, your guests, having 10 or more people there, knowing someone else who might date a party or who's going to date a party, and a couple outside orders. And then reward them with things that they would enjoy. Maybe it's the keychain for one, and a smidget for one, and the funnel or a scoop, or maybe you're giving a tumbler for each one. And at the end of their party, they'll end up with a whole set of 4 tumblers. This can be whatever you imagine to be. And when we have those great sale sets, like when we had the 20-piece organizational set, or right now with the lunch solution sets, where we can buy a set and break those up, and for $2 or $3 a piece, sometimes less, we have some really great gifts for them. We also want to help our host. The best way to help our host is with that host packet, as I've already mentioned. Some kind of host note that you have, maybe like 1, 2, 3, what to do to get ready for your party. Set your goal. What are you hoping to get from having the party? Inviting your guests, and then collecting some orders from people who can't come, sharing your party link, that sort of thing. As I mentioned, I always like to give them multiple catalogs. If they are having that in-person event, I want to give them about 3 catalogs. Some hosts will want a little bit more than that. Some groups, they want multiple so that they can really work on getting those orders. Maybe they have a spouse who works in a factory or a hospital, an office complex where people love Tupperware. You want to send a catalog and a flyer with them. Maybe you have a sister or a best friend who's really excited with you, and maybe they work at a place where they would get some orders for you, or sell some lotto squares. There's lots of different ways that other people can help your hostess, and you want to give her those tools including the order forms and her party link so that she can share that and really get ready for her party. And don't forget, our hosts are our number one recruit lead. So in my hostess folders packets, I like to give them a copy of the 3 kit options and let them know that I would love to have them join us in Tupperware. We are looking for more reps. We hear so often, I didn't know Tupperware was still around. I didn't know people still did this. We're looking for new reps all the time, and our hosts clearly love our product. They want our product, and they can be your best next recruit lead. And then, of course, a personalized note with the packet. Even if it is something that you are writing their name on the front of that catalog, I'm so excited about your party. Thank you so much for having me. That kind of thing makes a difference. So you want to make sure that you are personalizing everything. And that's all part of being a great host coach, staying in touch with them, supporting them. How can I help you have a great party and supporting them? And whatever that looks like. And we want to show off products that works for them and their family, their friends. Knowing your audience is a big part of getting to know your host, preparing for that party, and making sure that we are showing them what they are interested in. Because we don't want to talk about everything. Obviously, we can't take everything because we have so many different products. So, are you ready? Are you absolutely ready now to have a party? I think you are. We have talked over the last couple weeks about where we're getting our leads, how to talk to those people, overcoming our objections. Now we've talked about coaching our hosts. I think you're getting really close to let's talk about the real party, which will bring us to our topic for next time. Remember, you don't have to be great to start, but you do have to start to be great. So reach out to your hosts that you have coming up, or if you don't have any, make sure you are working on getting those no's because every no gets you a little closer to your next yes. Thank you guys so much for joining us for Party Live. See you next time.